everyone, it's Marla here at Serendipity Yoga Studio. Thanks so much for joining me today. So today we're going to work on some really fun exercises that we can do on the ball. We're going to use a lot of basic yoga techniques, but we're going to modify it by using the ball. I like the ball a lot because I can make my practice easier or more challenging using the ball. A lot of my students, if they have a knee injury, they'll come and join in, but they'll use the ball instead of going down on their knees, or a hip injury. So there's lots of different ways that you can use the ball to still get a very nice workout or stretch any type of yoga practice. So we're going to get started by closing down the eyes and coming just to sit still on the ball. So bringing the focus into the body as we close down the eyes and inhale deeply through the nose. Let the heart gently lift as the shoulders settle down the back. Start to notice it's not as easy to balance with those eyes closed when you're sitting on the ball. Notice the little shifts that you need to make to keep your balance. And try to stay focused on the breath. Just moving with the inhale through the spine, lengthening, broadening, creating space. And exhale as you soften. On your next inhale, make it a nice deep inhale, opening up the chest, opening the body. Pause, and exhale, let it go. Gently blink the eyes open, come to sit up tall, and let's just start to move the hips in a circle. And you can do whatever you'd like with your feet. Just make sure that the knees don't feel compromised in any way. I like to keep my feet on my mat as much as I can when I'm on the ball, just so my feet don't slide out from under me. If you're feeling a little bit unstable, go ahead and put your hands on the ball. It'll help a little with that stability. And then just working around, imagine yourself a hula dancer. Yeah. You start to feel your hips start to wake up. It feels really good. We're starting to wake up those thighs. And we're just going to come back into a plain seated position. My feet are flat on the floor. My knees are lining up with my ankles. I'm going to shift my weight to the left foot. I'm going to lift my right heel up. Already I start to feel a little shaky. Maybe I can even lift my right leg up. Keep the core strong. Keep lengthening the spine and extend your right leg out. Woo, that starts to get a little tricky. And then bend the right knee and open the right leg out to the side. Whoa. Right knee comes back in and straighten the right leg back out. Bend the right knee and place that foot back on the floor. Press into your right foot. Keep the core nice and engaged. Lengthen the spine. And that left foot can lift up. Left leg straightens. Left knee bends. And left knee opens. Come back to center and straighten the leg. Bring the leg back down. We're going to point the toe this time. So sitting up tall, point the toe down. Lift the knee, bend the knee. And then straighten, and bend, open, and back to center. Feel the muscles in your legs engage, straighten, bend, and down. Press the right foot down, keep the core engaged, left leg, point, and straighten, and bend, open, back to center, and straighten, and bend, and down. Good. I like to bring my feet wide here. I just allow the torso to move down. Let the head drop. Oh, it feels so good. And press into the feet. Slowly come back up. And then bring your feet back here. Then you can go ahead and put your hands on the ball and lift your toes up. Stretch your heels away. Lengthen the spine. So as we stretch the heels down, we're going to feel a little more engagement there in the body. And then go ahead and bend the knees, place the feet back on the floor. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right knee. Press the knee and palm into each other and open the left arm up and really open the left side. Press the left hip down and slowly come back up. Left hand inside that left knee. Right arm reaches punches up, lengthen up, and exhale as we open the right side of the body. Feeling that nice deep stretch. And then slowly release, come back to center. Lengthen the spine, feel how the body's really starting to wake up. Right hand back, behind your right hip, left hand to the right knee, and we lengthen the spine, press the right knee into the palm, and then twist and open. Get those shoulders nice and wide here. So we've got a nice twist sitting up nice and tall. Feels really good, great for those internal organs. Slowly back to center. Inhale as we lengthen. Let's just reach the arms and stretch those fingers up. And the left hand comes behind as the right hand comes to the left knee. Press the left knee into the palm, open the chest, and find that twist to the left side. And see how good that feels. Try to get the spine nice and long as we come into the twist. And then slowly back to center. Hands come to the knees. We're going to open the heart forward, the shoulders broaden, send the chest forward, and then round the spine, bring the spine back. Hold on to those knees. Inhale, heart opens, hips lift up. It's a cat-cow variation. And round the spine as you gaze down. And one more time, open it up. And exhale as you round. And slowly come back up to center. And I'm going to start to work a little bit more the core, the upper body. I'm going to come to my hands and knees. I'm going to put the ball right into the center of my belly, and I'm going to slowly come up. So my toes are on the mat. This is important. You can reach your arms out, open the thumbs, and lift the heart up. Exhale. Go ahead and just round the spine. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you release. Inhale, open. And exhale, release. If you want to get a little more intense here, you can bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, lift the shoulder heads, lift the elbows, and then lift the heart up. Open and soften. Open and soften. And open and soften. Now I'm going to start to engage my core just a little bit more, so I'm going to send the ball back. I'm going to bring my body up on top. I'm going to bring my hands down. And then I'm actually going to move that ball back a little bit more and come into a variation of plank pose. So my palms are going to be underneath my shoulders, my hands are rooting down, and I'm going to press my hands down. So I've got the core, my knees pressed down, and I pull my belly in, and I've got a variation of plank pose. And the farther back the ball goes, the more challenging. So that I can stay in camera range, I'm going to go ahead and come up, and I'm going to put my shins on the ball now. So if you're feeling like you could go a little deeper, a little more intense, you can come back onto the ball. Here I'm going to just press my ankles into the ball. And if I feel like this is okay, and I'd like to be a little more challenged, I can turn my toes in, lift my hips up, start to come up, and then slowly move the ball back, and up, and back, and up, pressing the hands down, lifting the hips up, maybe lifting one leg up, and down I go. So give that a try if you feel adventurous. If you want great core engagement. So I've worked my core pretty hard. Woo. Now I'm going to bring my feet to the ball, and I'm going to do a variation of bridge pose. So I'm going to press my shoulders down, press my heels into the ball, and then I'm going to lift my hips up and release down. Press and lift. And down. Now I'm going to go ahead and send the ball out just a little bit farther. This time I press the ball down, and I can come into a different variation of bridge pose. I can also press down and pull the ball up to my hips and extend out. Pull in, extend out, pull in, woo, and hips come back down. So this is great to open up the core muscles, works the legs, really, really lovely pose. The last thing I'm going to show you here with the ball is one of my favorites, a really nice way to start to finish up your practice. So I'm going to come to sit, and this is really important that you're careful with this, so we don't want anybody breaking their neck. So we're going to just slowly start to let the torso come down and walk the feet out. And as I walk out, my hips stay with the ball. And then I can open my chest up, open my hands up, and then maybe even straighten the legs out. Oh. So this opens up the belly, the chest, the arms, and it's a lovely way to really stretch out the body. My spine is getting a nice opening. And then I'm going to just bend my knees. I can put my hands either on the wall or the floor, and I can walk my hips back up. Or if that doesn't work, if you don't have that core strength, I'll show you another way to get up. So if you're here, and you want to come down, you just walk the hips down. I was trying to stay on camera, so that didn't look so good. But maybe we should edit that. Anyway, so give that a try. Last thing we're going to do, I call it a variation of legs up the wall. Just going to bring that ball underneath the shins, open up the palms, close down the eyes, and finish out our practice here in this variation of Shavasana. So as we finish our practice together, close down the eyes. Let the body soften. Start to feel the connection with the breath again. Let the space behind the eyes soften and release. Feel your jaw gently drop. Let the shoulders soften. The torso soften. All the bones of your body start to become heavy. And let your skin become soft. Surrendering into your mat, feeling the nourishment of this practice as you melt into Shavasana. So please stay here for another 5 minutes or so. I'm going to finish up with you. So you stay on your own, stay in your Shavasana, or create the one that works for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for seeing what we can do with our trusty ball. It can really be your friend through your yoga practice, either making things easier, more challenging, or just giving you a really nice variety. Thanks again. It's Marla Helton here from Serendipity Yoga Studio. Namaste.